I think we are good to go. Well, let me just make sure everything's working properly and then we get this shit on the road. Alright, let's do this. You're looking at it here live, here in the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Welcome to the Gauntlet of the Immortals 2025.
Number 1 and number 2 will start the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order they drew. This will continue until all 30 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will go on to face the champion of their choice at WrestleMania!
And we're finally here in Vegas. And now let's see who drew number 1. Oh, it is Jordan Loco that drew number 1.
Introducing the participants. First, from Worcester, Massachusetts, weighing in at 200.
And Jordan Loco coming out in the all red. Roll for the Gauntlet. And the entirety of the Las Vegas arena, well, not arena, but the whole stadium is on their feet and ready for some exciting matches for this pay-per-view here tonight. Well, but after tonight, we then turn our attention to Danger Zone 3 in the coming months. And here comes entry number 2. And that being Angel Rivera.
From San Diego, California, weighing in at 215 pounds, Angel Rivera.
Says Angel Rivera is the man that drew number 2. Now, for those that don't know, for some reason he kind of hates Jordan Loco with a small grudge. However, well, now he has the opportunity to technically prove himself that he should have been the next big high flyer within the XWA going forward. So now, it is game time. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, but hold on for one moment. We're gonna have to go to the ramp camera so we can see who is coming out next. Although this should have been set by fucking good. But yes, those who do not know, well, Demo Jin _1 will also be holding a pay-per-view of his own in this very arena, which I want to assume that will happen later on tonight. So I will go and show him some love on Twitch and YouTube. Well, mainly Twitch, and for a near elimination by Angel Rivera. We're pretty much up for Jordan Loco and Angel Rivera first time in the Gauntlet. So of course they are a little bit clueless on how to at least maintain this matchup going forward. Oh, never mind. The pay-per-view will be on a Saturday. My mistake. Today, after Jordan trying to fight back like his whole life basically depends on it. but elbow straight to the chest, and we should be looking forward to entry number 3 in just under a few seconds here. I will say we are sold out in the Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, I'm just a commentator here, so pretty much for the Raiders, they are not, well, pretty much they don't have a good track record. And I don't know. Hopefully hopefully we do end up having a partnership later down the road. It'll be awesome. But, oh, wait a second. Now, Jordan Loco pretty much now managed to back up a first elimination and managed to humble Angel Rivera as we enter our free cam. But now here comes entry number 3, and that being Luke Reeves. Now apparently he is not in his, well, pretty much apparently he is not in his gear, because he didn't know he was in the Gauntlet. So apparently he's just fighting in a suit. I mean, whatever works here. So now into the rope going for Jordan. And now for Jordan, need to realize that he might just be in a tad bit of trouble, because sure, well, most people in this Gauntlet are probably some brand new faces, and some that might be veterans within, well, the Gauntlet itself. Also, did I mention surprises? No, I haven't, but there will be a few surprise entrants from different feds, or let alone different companies here tonight. For a massive forearm connected to the face of Jordan, and now Luke Reeves setting to go to work. Well, on to Jordan Loco, DDT. Well, it pretty much lands onto Jordan Loco, but now the thing is, Luke Reeves had never partake in any Royal Rumble style match, so this is technically his first time. But now the cash flow, or the cash driver by Jordan Loco, now looking to finish off Luke Reeves with an eat the feet straight to the chin. And it's not looking so good for Luke Reeves. Now pretty much in a light of danger. And Jordan Loco will get his second elimination. So far, not a whole lot of people are coming out to pretty much face off against Luke Reeves. But now, speaking of surprises, here comes one of them right now, in the form of Justin Kazarian. Now, for those that don't know who is Justin Kazarian, pretty much, I want to say he's technically one of the newest stars in the EFET scene as of right now. So this man means business, that he's already thrown out. Okay, now, I don't know what the fuck I just done with the settings, but apparently people are supposed to come out while someone's already in the ring. But we're gonna keep the surprises going. And for Gavin Ashton, will pretty much make his way into the ring. Now, for those that don't know what he's capable of, he has, like, almost a shit ton of success in FXE, well, APW, and much more. Like, and we're talking about someone who is not only multi-talented, but this is also a person that someone started like a faction called United, and I believe that is in APW. I could be wrong, but this man right here had technically the entirety of Las Vegas on their feet, because no one expects, well, pretty much from the teaser saying that for Gavin Ashton to be here in this matchup alone. And now starting up the question, what, well, pretty much are the United trying to at least kind of scope out a new battlefield in terms of trying to at least get rid of a few XWA greats? We do not know. However, for Jordan Loco, not letting it happen. So now for Jordan, taking up Gavin Ashton, and no. Pretty much after Jordan might be in a little bit of trouble here. Now throwing Ashton into the ropes. However, with given the fact of Gavin Ashton's high-flying background, this may not be an easy task for Jordan Loco. However, for Jordan, they're going to try and somewhat deliver one hell of a fight. And I don't know where the fuck our next entry is, but apparently for our production team seem to try and do this pay-per-view a little bit differently, which I don't know why, but it is what it is. We just keep shit moving. Now for the Women's Rumble, I'll have it fixed. So now, for Gavin Ashton, pretty much try to go for a headlock. He was just trying to show off just a tad bit. And now trying to go for a split leg drop. Well, very unique coming from Gavin Ashton. But now Jordan saying, your few seconds of fame is over. Out you go. And Gavin Ashton, unfortunately, is going to have to be sent packing. Jordan Loco still standing tall. And now here comes entry number 6. And it's kind of like a little bit of a favorite here, that being Jack Kendrick. So I believe, and I'm being told from backstage, well, via the production team, just saying that the way that for the men's gauntlet is gonna work, it's gonna work like an actual gauntlet match. So technically, if you eliminate someone, a new superstar will enter the fray. And there's 30. So basically, well, Jordan is gonna have to fight against 30 people. However, if he's thrown out, then there's that. I genuinely don't know why the fuck it's doing that, but whatever. And keep in mind, this is the second time I've done a Royal Rumble based pay-per-view, so it's not going to be perfect. So of course there's the cash driver yet again. And of course, a lot of people are holding up signs in the crowd, pretty much showing love for their favorite stars in the Gauntlet of the Immortals match. And now, Jordan Loco, now looking to give Jack Kendrick, well, a GTS, but he's not finished yet. He's going to add a cherry on top, and that being a frog splash, as you just saw for Jordan, literally holding onto his torso, not sure. He ended up breaking a bone within his body, but now, oh no. Now for Jordan, might be in a tad bit of trouble, and Jack Kendrick trying to capitalize, however, Jordan not letting it happen. I believe that for Jordan Loco, somewhat being the lone survivor, well, in this matchup, managed to get, I want to say, at least 3 eliminations almost off the bat, with 3 or 4, but a brainbuster by Jordan onto Jack Kendrick. I will give Kendrick this, he is putting up one hell of a fight. So now, pretty much for Jack Kendrick, well, he had the opportunity where he could attempt to eliminate, well, Jordan. However, he might be on the chopping block, and out he goes. Thanks for coming by, Jack Kendrick. Better luck next year. And you can see he's reasonably pissed at for Jordan, saying, bring me a stronger opponent, and you ask and you shall receive, because here comes Amir Fatu. Now this may be somewhat of a difficult challenge, well, for Jordan. At this match, it's probably going to be a little bit worse for him. Now for those that don't understand the background with Amir Fatu, pretty much, he's technically considered to be, I want to say, like a hybrid of Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa 1. Well, no, pretty much the hybrid of Jacob Fatu and Oba Femi. So that's technically what Amir Fatu is, and just by looking at it, it's already technically just throwing Jordan Loco around, well, pretty much like a ragdoll. But now, for Amir, pretty much attempting to try and get rid of Jordan, the so-called lone survivor, in this matchup. If he could just get Jordan above the ropes. However, Jordan, on the other hand, managed to stay alive in this matchup. That's for Jordan. Pretty much might be in a bit of a bad predicament here. But this is not going to look good whatsoever. However, well, reversal by Jordan. And for Amir, they're now trying to throw Jordan across the rope, but instead, it just doesn't work. And now from Amir, looking to eliminate Jordan, our lone survivor in the match. And that's it for Jordan Loco, as Amir will stand tall. And here comes the Ohio native, Corey Porter, looking to try and challenge the new so-called survivor within the match. And here we go. Integrity after Corey Porter. We're now going to have to at least try his absolute hardest to try and keep himself maintained in this matchup alone. And I believe this might end up being one of the longest matches we might have for the men's division. But I'm promising for myself that the women's match is actually going to be a lot more quicker. That's what I'm hoping. And if not, then I'll go ahead and take that loss. So pretty much as for now, Amir Fatu, they're looking to try at least, well, get almost the amount of throwovers that Jordan Loco had managed to perform. However, for Corey, looking at tap it determined, now trying to eliminate the so-called ruler of the XWA, and no! And for Amir Fatu saves himself, well, from being tossed out of the ring, and now looking to capitalize by using a curb stomp to his overall advantage. And oh no, and I feel a little bit bad for Corey, because now Amir pretty much just going for what he calls the Samoan hacksaw. Well, no, the tomahawk thumb is what he calls. And now, unfortunately for Corey, he is now gone. And that would just make 2 throwovers that Amir Fatu has. And you just see him literally just saying, my next opponent. Well, here comes Joshua Walker entering in at number 9. However, for Amir, not giving any care in the world. It was actually like a typical Royal Rumble with the countdowns happening and everything. That basically, whoever win would get themselves a title shot at Danger Zone 3. But, given the fact some settings have to be fucked over, that's not what's going to happen. I will say this though. I will be selecting someone at random to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship or the Universal Championship at Danger Zone 3. So take that as you will. So now, as you can see, for Amir, pretty much just try to at least forcefully shove Joshua Walker outside of the ring. And for Joshua, pretty much fighting back. So now for Joshua with the running knee, well, and it connects. But now from Joshua, pretty much looking to use the Operation Mishap in the center of the ring, putting out the ruler. Joshua Walker pretty much taking a moment, well, pretty much to at least soak in the crowd and try to at least eliminate Amir Fatu. And that is it for Amir, as he is outside of the ring with just only 2 elims. And now Joshua Walker stands tall in the center of the ring. But given the fact Corey was eliminated by Amir, here comes, well, one of his friends, that being Joseph Cobb, a deathmatch wrestler also hailing from Ohio. However, well, for Joshua Walker, he's gonna have a little bit of a problem. Forearm by Joshua Walker. So far, so good. So now for Joshua, could be in a bit of trouble against Joseph. And notice how for Joshua, technically doing a bit of a sidestep, trying to avoid that forearm from Joseph Cobb. But now, it's still not working out for him in the slightest. Elbow drops the back. surely to try and dish out even more damage. And now, basically for Joseph Cobb, we're pretty much trying to at least put away Joshua Walker in the worst way possible. Now, think about it. That's for Joseph Cobb. Could be in a tad bit of trouble here, but now, wait a second. After Joshua looking to try and pull a submission on to Joseph, however, submissions don't count, well, in this type of match. Pretty much after Joshua Walker pretty much could attempt to try and do something here. Oh wait, now the countdown actually worked. Oh wait, I just fucking realized it's because I set the fucking time to 1:30. God damn it, I'm fucking stupid. Well, I guess we managed to fix it, but now here comes last year's winner of the Gauntlet of the Immortals, that being Denver anti-Lucas. Now, the thing is, for Denver, he does have a little bit of history regarding in the Gauntlet of the Immortals match. But now, almost being eliminated, however, being saved by Joseph Cobb from technically being eliminated in the matchup. But now, pretty much out for Denver, pretty much requesting Joseph for a bit of assistance. So technically it's now that for Joshua pretty much almost looking to be double teamed. Well, pretty much for a moment prior. And you know what? That actually helped me next. Let me set a fucking timer. I think it was like a minute, 30 seconds. And now, in Denver, we're pretty much being thrown out. Actually, who the fuck did throw him out? Let me see. So technically, with a bit of a reversal by Joshua Walker, we're managed to throw out last year's winner. But now, after Joshua Walker will be thrown out as well. So technically now, Joseph Cobb all alone in the ring, but here comes entry number 12. And here comes a very pissed off Ryan Warzone. Now, from what I remember, for Ryan Warzone, it's technically on a warpath. However, for Joseph, not giving any care in the world, saying that you can take your angry ass out of my fucking ring, and it will do so. Joseph Cobb just casually eliminated Ryan Warzone, well, from the matchup almost immediately. Lot man cannot believe it. And now here comes entry number 13, and that being the rival, well, of Ryan Warzone, that being the heavyweight champion, well, Mason Page. The tag gap for Joseph Cobb trying to eliminate technically after Joseph Cobb for looking to be technically taking this win and running away with it. However, entry number 14 will pretty much end up being Colin. Now we haven't seen Colin here in the SWA in quite a while, but for some reason, from what I know of, he's trying to at least, well, go all for broke. So technically, it would be the Irish psychopath versus pretty much an angry deathmatch wrestler from Ohio. So now, after Colin could be in a bit of trouble, however, for Joseph, looking to capitalize on the situation and put away Colin. And this will be entry number 15. And here comes the Iceman. For Joseph Cobb, first saying that, come on, these hands are rated E for everybody. However, for Jack Shaw, and nothing different. I want to say he does have a bit of experience in Rumble wrestling, however, well, he never went up against a competitor, just like Joseph Cobb here, that's already in the ring. So as I'm looking here, so now pretty much for Joseph Cobb and Jack Shaw, we're looking to try at least to somewhat better themselves. Well, not better themselves. So they're back and forth batting between Cobb and Jack Shaw. Now yes, people, well, in this gauntlet, they can enter the match or choose to wait it out backstage until someone else is eliminated. And I think a few people backstage willing to try and play it smart and pretty much examine the match, so that way they know who they have to go after and how to counter their attack. Which I won't lie, is very smart. Now for Joseph Cobb, looking to have Jack Shaw in position. However, for Shaw, not letting it happen whatsoever. As I am trying to have the camera focus on, but now Joseph sort of looking to utilize, well, pretty much a pile driver. However, I'm just getting word, thanks to the crowd, that entry number 16 or 17 is coming out. And here's another one of our surprises, this time coming from AIW, and that being Jay Storm. Wait, what champion was Jay Storm at AIW? God damn, I fucking forgot. Hold on. Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, well, Jay Storm, well, pretty much, well, the multiversal champion, Jay Storm from AIW, was currently in ring. And for those that don't know, he won the championship, well, he won that championship belt on January 27th of this year, and he only held the belt for 2 days. Well, pretty much 2 days plus, but that's old news from what I'm knowing, because he probably holds the belt for like more than a few weeks now. And I see that for Jay Storm trying to search the battlefield. But after Joseph not looking, well, pretty much not looking to slow down and try to at least eliminate Jay Storm in second notice. However, it leaves an opening for Jack Shaw for a sit-out, well, power bomb in the center of the ring, and Jay Storm looking to capitalize. But a counter by Jack Shaw. And I'm just hoping that this fucking ring starts to fill up anytime soon. But now Jack Shaw pretty looking to go pretty almost a fireman's carry, well, power bomb. Okay, we kind of knocked the wind out of Jay Storm. Well, however, some reason, well, Jay Storm may look a bit, pretty much may look to have a few screws loose. However, it's like he has some sort of spidey sense going on and realizing that for Jack Shaw was technically about to eliminate him. Speaking of elimination, for Jay Storm trying to get rid of Jack Shaw, and now with the assistance of Joseph Cobbs, and Jack Shaw is over the top rope. So now, well, for Jay Storm looking to turn full attention onto Joseph Cobbs, but entry number 17, well, going to come out and try to make a statement, and that being one of the pillars of the XWA, that being in terms of Exile. And for those that wanted to see a match between Jay Storm against Exile, well, here you go. However, for Exile being on the receiving end of the Storm kick, it's not looking so good for Exile, and he is already out. And don't look at that, he had his whole like mask kicked off his face. However, for Joseph Cobb, now has Jay Storm right where he wants him. Well, pretty much into what he calls was the death driver. And out goes Jay Storm. And once again, Joseph Cobb is back on top. Well, in this matchup alone. But entry number 18 will coming out. And that being the Wanderer, Noah Miller. Now for Noah Miller, pretty much somewhat has a small bit of history with Joseph Cobbs, but not really. That two men are trying to duke it out in the center of the ring. I don't know what the fuck is happening to my camera. I believe I'm about to have that problem sorted out. Technically, and we're now focusing back onto this match. Sorry, I really just had to take a stupid fucking message call. Technically, after Joseph Cobb, someone trying to at least so-called obliterate Noah Miller. Now, the funny thing about Joseph Cobb, he said that he never, well, pretty much, he said he never had full intentions to win the match. He just want to fucking hurt people. Which I totally understand from what Joseph Cobb is saying, but I'm not sure what any of the general managers will like it. after Joseph started kicking a hole into Noah Miller. And for those that have a few playing cards now, you might want to hide them because the Joker, Tristan McCarthy, has arrived. And I believe Noah Miller just got eliminated. I don't know how, but I'm not going to pay attention to it. Now, a lot of people seeming to know who Tristan McCarthy is, but giving his success in KPW and a bunch of other feds he have worked in. But this, from what we are seeing right now, is Joker Tristan McCarthy. Now you see the thing for him is that he's twice as more dangerous as him in his normal state. Because the moment the face paint comes on and his hair is dyed green, you're just looking for a lot of trouble. But our responses are, why so serious? In this matchup, leg sweep by Tristan McCarthy and a stomp to the chest. Looking to try and get a tad bit cocky here. Well, onto Joseph Cobb. However, for Joseph trying to tell Tristan to back your crazy ass up. However, for Tristan, pulling out a playing card with Joseph's face on it. And now for Joseph, looking to put away Tristan McCarthy with the Death Driver. Well, flat on the head as well. And it could be all over for Tristan McCarthy. Well, Joseph Cobb pretty much trying to observe the battlefield, and there goes, well, not there goes, but down goes the Joker. And even Tristan cannot believe his fucking eyes. But if Tristan wasn't enough, how about the owner of TEW, Ethan Rose? Now, of course, that's the official XWA account have posted pretty much a photo of a purple rose, and even had it as a profile picture at technically for only 1 day. Many people speculated it was probably something Judgment Day related. However, it was TEW related in the form of Ethan Rose, as he literally just took a fucking Death Driver again. God damn. And for Joseph, literally just saying, you know what? I don't care, like, how good is your extreme terms of wrestling, because you're looking at a deathmatch wrestler right now. But however, for Ethan Rose, he is not going to go down without a fight whatsoever. Because keep in mind that this man right here is the owner, I want to say one of the best companies, well, in Texas right now, that being TEW. So technically, for what I believe for Texas Extreme Wrestling is, obviously it does have Extreme in it, so there could be some extreme hardcore matches that could go down in there. And I would recommend joining their Discord. It's actually pretty fucking cool. That's Ethan Rose. Technically threw Joseph Cobbs over the rope, but was a bit hesitant to eliminate him. But now for Ethan, using a power driver for himself. So technically now for Ethan Rose, so you find him like his, pretty much his whole life depends on it. Well, however, so for Joseph Cobb, I don't know what the fuck I just hit on my fucking phone, so I'm just going to ignore it. And technically, where was I? Oh yeah. Ethan Rose technically would decide to use a power driver for himself onto Joseph Cobb. And that may be the only way to put away Joseph. But now, entry number 21. Pretty much our debuting star into the Gauntlet, and finally, Joseph Cobb is eliminated and Ethan Rose is all fired up. But now you have to deal with the most dangerous man in Japan, that being Yoshihara. Well, pretty much making his well, believe it or not, technically this would be the second time that Konosuke competed in the Gauntlet. Because the first time he competed, he was known as Akira Yamamoto, but now, well, pretty much he is being pretty much reborn as Konosuke. Now, given the fact this is Ethan Rose's first ever time in the Gauntlet of the Immortals match, he is literally on fire right now. Well, and out goes Konosuke as well. And Ethan Rose is all fired up, and rightfully so. So now, entry number 22, Nicholas Blade. Well, surprisingly enough, Nicholas Blade's already fucking eliminated. So, not be there. So now, entry number 23, and here comes Marshall Quinn. After Ethan Rose pretty much being the Antichrist of all EFES, and I want to say he's kind of right about it, with DDT, well, onto Marshall Quinn. And a lot of people are saying that Ethan Rose is technically one of the top favorites to win here in this matchup. And to be blatantly honest, we wouldn't be surprised if he pulled it off. But now, for Ethan, looking to try and eliminate Marshall Quinn. And he got a tad bit close, but trying to at least push him out of the ring. However, Marshall Quinn was still in the fight. And now for Quinn, first, technically try to at least find a weak point within Ethan Rose and eliminate him as soon as possible. Stormbreaker will try to connect onto Rose. Technically after Ethan may be in a tad bit of trouble here. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe, well, Ethan Rose is the leader of the Syndicate as well. I could be wrong, it could have been like another name, but I genuinely don't know. I'm surprised that, well, pretty much other members of the Syndicate are not here. For pretty much to assist basically their boss and leader. Whether Marshall Quinn likes it or not, pretty much he's going to be in a bit of hell. And now, Ethan Rose pretty much looking to go for some machine gun chops to the chest. And a punch for good measure. Jesus fuck. But now for Ethan Rose, pretty much always looking to try to eliminate Marshall Quinn. However, for Quinn, managed to reverse it and nobody men are going to keep this match going, or technically keep this little fight going for as long as they want it. And entry number, I think 24? Yeah, entry number 24 was coming out right now in the form of Oliver Knight. And for Marshall Quinn, trying to fight for pretty much his ass off here, but now for Ethan, technically putting up another hell of a fight here. And now for Ethan Rose, they're trying to hang on for dear life, and technically only being nearly eliminated. And after Oliver Knight, you're gonna have to watch on. Almost technically looking to try to help out Ethan Rose. So now Oliver Knight turns his attention onto pretty much onto Marshall, and there's technically too much fucking going on right now. Now Marshall Quinn telling Ethan Rose to have a seat on that sponsor, and Ethan Rose might be out. Instead for Marshall Quinn not capitalizing on trying to get a quick and easy elimination, it's now Oliver Knight that's looking to take advantage, well, against Marshall Quinn into the corner, head first, cracked open. And now for Oliver Knight, looking to try and eliminate Marshall Quinn out, well, at the Gauntlet. I doubt it. Well, it depends if I'm not tired as fuck after this pay-per-view, because it's going to be a long one. And this is only the first match. Yeah, for Ethan Rose. Pretty much almost got to his side, and now for Oliver Knight, pretty much looking to take action against the TEW owner. Meanwhile, for Marshall Quinn, surprisingly enough, not eliminated from this match. And I want to say, I believe Oliver Knight and Ethan Rose, well, not Oliver Knight and Ethan, but Marshall Quinn and Ethan Rose, technically being pretty much having the longest time surviving in this very ring. So now for Ethan, they're pretty much grabbing on to Marshall Quinn. No! It's all a tad bit of a double team by Quinn and Knight. Entry number, well, 25. Well, no, not 25, 26. Well, it's coming out now. Oh, wait, nope, never mind, it is 25. And just like Luke Reeves, well, Keith Richards is already coming in wearing a suit and tie. What the fuck is this people's perception for wrestling in a suit? Like, I don't get it. So there's like some sort of mafia going on. So now, Oliver Knight has Marshall Quinn, and Ethan Rose is taking care of the Onslaught General Manager Keith Richards, and out he goes. And now the match is back down to 3 yet again. That's for Ethan. Now looking to try to target Oliver Knight, and no! And Oliver Knight managed to outsmart the boss of TEW and to have him throw himself out of the ring. I'm not sure how Ethan Rose is going to feel about that, but I will say, for Oliver Knight, be prepared to receive an angry voicemail from Ethan Rose later on tonight. And now, Oliver Knight looking to use the shining armor onto Marshall Quinn. Technically, this may be goodbye to Quinn as he is eliminated. And Oliver Knight standing tall, and you can see him just pacing back and forth. So pretty much eager to face off against, well, another opponent. And are you fucking serious? Like, who told Zach Wilde to partake in this damn match? Like, the fuck? No one asked for this. Why is Zach Wilde in the match? Oh, he declared for this match. Now, did he? Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, it pains me to fucking say this, but yes, Zach Wilde declared himself into the match and competing. And please, Oliver Knight, we beg of you to get rid of Zach Wilde in this match. Please. Global, it's funny you say that because I already had a partnership in mind. But don't worry, I will keep your company's name in mind as well, so don't worry. As you just saw a near elimination from, I want to see, Zach Wilde, a literal douchebag in this wrestling company, to be precise, suplex by Wilde. I swear, if Zach Wilde wins, this whole fucking thing is probably going to go radio silent for this person. Because no one likes him, and no one likes the way he acts, pretty much within the company. However, they just don't like him at all. And for Oliver Knight, he's technically now being tasked to just get rid of the asshole. Because, to keep in mind, Well, Oliver Knight almost won the belt off of Zach Wilde. Happened if he wasn't saved by the bell. So now, with Zach Wilde pretty much trying to fight back. Pretty much just a little bit of dark memories for Oliver Knight. It's not going to work well, but here comes Knight with a small comeback here. Okay, so Oliver pretty much trying to do almost everyone backstage a solid favor in getting rid of Zach Wilde, or at least just damaging him to the point where he's not going to compete anymore. But now, entry number 27. So Perry coming out to either aid Oliver Knight or Zach Wilde, and that being the United States Champion, Aiden Bailey. And seeing that Aiden and try to at least aid, well, Oliver Knight by taking care of Zach Wilde and knowing, well, about it. Like, look, in this matchup, you can't even have any tag teams to help you out. And technically, it's every man for himself. And technically, for Oliver Knight and Aiden Bailey, since at least someone trying to take turns, well, pretty much taking a jab at Zach Wilde. Well, however, it doesn't work to his favor, but now, some reason, well, as for the Wilde side, connect onto Aiden Bailey, I think that's off the second that tells you Knight and Wilde seem to team up, well, with each other for a split second. And with Aiden Bailey, well, knocked out cold, Zach Wilde can now focus onto Oliver Knight. Technically try to at least throw him over the top rope after Oliver Knight hanging on, in which he does. That's taking for Aiden Bailey. Well, watching on and decides to help out Zach Wilde. However, for Aiden Bailey and Zach, when they're pretty much being pushed back. And now, Oliver Knight looking to use the shining armor on only this time, only on Aiden. But now, for Zach Wilde, we can only look on as he technically is now watching Aiden Bailey getting shoulder tackled. However, for Zach Wilde, kind of looking to capitalize the fact that Oliver Knight is not paying close attention, well, to the real fight that's at hand. Now Oliver Knight technically thinking to himself that he has the opportunity. Now he just needs to take it. So far, it is not looking good here for Wilde, let alone even Knight himself. We are now somewhat starting to approach nightfall here in the Allegiant Stadium. A power bomb by Zach Wilde. And I can't even fucking believe he is still in this match. Like, now for Zach Wilde, they were going for a wild side onto Oliver Knight. And here comes the bounty hunter of the SWA, Leon Chase. And now Oliver Knight, unfortunately thrown over the top rope thanks to Zach Wilde. And this is probably not going to sit well for Oliver Knight. And there's a total reject of Zach Wilde taking on the bounty hunter. Now Zach Wilde pretty just talking down Oliver Knight and hitting him with another, well, pretty much wild side. And Zach Wilde pretty much looking to try to throw out for Leon Chase, in which he does. Why the fuck is he trying to cook here? Why? Okay, we have only got 2 more competitors to go. Well, pretty much our second to last entry, that being the Tank, Steve Barron. If you remember, if I remember correctly, both of these men have fought before. And now, Steve Barron pretty much trying to look to fight here. Okay, for Zach Wilde rolling himself out of the way. Massive heel kick to So pretty much to the face go for Wyatt. So apparently, after Zach Wilde, so pretty much somewhat, surprisingly enough, holding his fucking own in the match, and we're not even at our last entry yet. This will be a complete turn for the absolute worst, and I'm not ready for it. I'm not paying attention again. But now, Zach Wilde, they're going for a little bit of a backbreak suplex onto the paint. We're just technically minutes away from knowing who is our final entry in the men's Gauntlet Rumble. After Zach Wilde trying his absolute hardest to try and put all of his strength into getting rid of Steve Barron. However, to Steve Barron not staying down without a fight is so, unfortunately, for Zach Wilde. So now it's over the road, except for Steve Barron thankfully somewhat managed to hang on into this matchup. Now elbows to the gut, trying to clear up a bit of space between the two gentlemen. And now, back and forth action, and here comes number 30. Entry number 30 is our last bit of surprises in terms of Jason Flash. Now for Jason Flash to take his first ever Gauntlet match, and I think he's looking to try to go off the top rope. Well, it's night for Zach Wilde out of the match. So technically, it's now pretty much it's basically the final three. Now the question is, who will be going to Danger Zone 3? And I just got told very late that saying whoever wins this is earning themselves a power shot of their choosing at Danger Zone 3. And Zach Wilde, they're looking to have a strong chat with Zach, with pretty much with Steve Barron, saying that you shouldn't belong here. I get it, you were all of that 2 years ago, but not anymore. And there's a reverse side slam by Jason Flash. Okay, it's up from Jason Flash. There be a so-called, I think that's the kingpin on the back of his attire, which would be right. But now for Zach Wilde, looking to utilize, well, the Wilde side. But however, to Steve Barron makes a save, and total reject will connect onto Steve. And I don't like where this is going to be going. And I'm not sure that the entire Las Vegas will pretty much agree with what I'm about to say. But what the hell? I believe that was probably Zach Wilde's plan all along. After Flash needs to stay in this if he wants to win, as it's down to the final two, and oh no, no! And another Wild side connect, this time onto Jason Flash. And oh no, no, not like this. Not like this! And for Zach Wilde, first try to at least forcefully choke out Jason Flash and pretty much just have a fall directly out of the ring. And for Jason Flash pretty much hanging on like his life completely depends on it. However, well, for Zach Wilde,
maybe in a bit of trouble. But now, what the? And now for a little bit of a stare down action. I never seen that fucking cutscene in this game. That was actually kind of cool. So there's a stare down between the Wild and Flash. And they're looking to take each other seriously now. And I don't know what's the history behind both of these men. But apparently these two are going to pretty much put on one hell of a fight against each other. And technically, the winner of this will be going to Danger Zone 3. Now for Jack Wild, they're just trying to kick a hole into Jason Flash's face, but now they're realizing that he had the opportunity. And here Jack Wild just chatting up with Jason Flash. Not sure if that's a good time to do that. After Jack Wild nearly got eliminated but saved himself last second. After Jason Flash and Jack Wild trying to put pretty much a fight on their hands. However, running knee connects to the face of Wild. However, the Jack Wild pretty much is still in it, and oh no. Or shall I say, oh yes, because of the demise of Jack Wild. So Jason Flash is not focused on trying to eliminate what Jack Wild just yet. We kind of focus on at least damaging him to the point where his body cannot take it no more. Which I want to say is a smart maneuver by Jason Flash, and now when a fireman carry position, when a KOD Perch almost onto the outside. However, not working out within his favor. And Jason Flash pretty much looking to have this match in the bag. However, Jack Wild has to fight back. Jack Wild pretty much throwing Jason Flash into the corner, looking to try to get a corner elimination. And we know damn well it is not successful when he tried to do it. And I will be right on that statement. And Jason Flash now connects with the elbow and off the top rope into a frog splash. I want to say that Jack Wild heavily deserves it. And Jason Flash now has the opportunity to capitalize it right now. And Jack Wild over the top, and you can hear Jason Flash saying, "I'm going to Danger Zone." What the fuck is he doing? It seems like he's celebrating too soon. And I'm going to do that in front of Jack Wild, as he almost hit him with a wild side, and that could have been it. However, Jason Flash knew about it beforehand and cannot use it. Now into the rope, the back four cave in. Foot by Jason Flash. And this match can technically go for anyone. You just saw Jason Flash try to connect with that same elbow yet again. But this time connected flat in the face of Jack Wild. And a moonsault connect. Jack Wild could be in trouble here. And thrown over the rope. Thank God. And Jason Flash is going to Danger Zone. So now with that, now with that match thankfully out of the fucking way, And with pretty much a surprise change of events in terms of Jason Flash taking the win, now let's get to the rest of the damn cards. Finally. So now our next matchup tonight will be Megan Page taking on a newer superstar that technically was here the whole time but never decided to lace up a pair of boots till now, and that being Brooke Graves. And that match will be going live after this short break. Alright, let me do some channel editing real quick. And we're back here live for the XWA Gauntlet of the Immortals.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Madison, Wisconsin. Girl Dynamite, Megan Page!
Now first you see Megan Page. Apparently she's rocking the all new haircut for tonight. And now, third here comes Brooke Graves. Now, the surprising thing about Brooke Graves is that she's technically not coming out with a theme. From what I say, is kind of weird and also a tad bit scary at the same time. Or anything. Technically, and now we have another match, and here we go between, well, Mason Page, well, not Mason, but Megan Page versus Brooke Graves. Technically, there's not a whole lot of things to say about Brooke Graves other than the fact that technically she works as a executive, well, backstage majority of the time, but for her to be getting a matchup here in pretty much in the XWA is actually pretty much quite cool. Alright, back on bullshit. Let's go. Now, pretty much over the top rope and landing Trader John's ringside. We're going to enter free camp now. The players at the fight continuing between Brooke Graves versus Megan Page. I'm going to rotate this camera to the side. Oh, that's the replay button. We don't need that right now, but we're going to need it later on. They got for Megan Page. They're begging for Graves to come on out. And I believe I don't even know what the fuck I just seen. If I can get this fucking camera to be positioned straight. Yeah, fuck it. This will work. For Megan Page, Perry to try to request will Brooke Graves to be in position. I believe that was like a senton leg drop. But I do know one of her legs connected to the back of Graves' neck. So it could have been like a modified leg drop for Megan Page. But I don't know. Okay, got the Graves going to kick to Megan Page. So just seemingly gets to pick her up and slam her down and turned up the driver. And there's a slow count. I can just get the camera to take it back onto the ring. That was fucking perfect. There we go. The heavy after now, looks at Brooke Graves, very much at least. They're going to try to get rid of Megan Page in the quickest and also fastest way possible. Jumping elbow drop connect to the center of the chest. Now for Brooke, could be in a tad bit of trouble. However, for Megan, pretty much not getting any care in the world. The first Russian leg sweep performed. And now, Megan Page gains speed and going for, I want to say, a running shining wizard. Cover now by Megan Page. There's a cross-check by Megan Page into a cover. However, for Brooke Graves managed to kick out too. as she would bag up the victory.
Here is your winner, Girl Dynamite, Megan Page.
Yeah, Megan Page will win it here in Vegas. And I believe she said that if she wins her match tonight, she's probably going to celebrate the win and head into a local casino. Just write down the result. Alright. On to the next. Ah shit, it's 7:30 and Raw's about to be on in a few. Well, the show starts out with the segment first. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, screw it. Where our next matchup is going to be contested for the women's. We're pretty much contested for the Women's Tag Team Championships. With the participants. Turn that on. Nope, it's not for the NXT, not for the NXT titles, for this one. Let's go! Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup will be for the XWA Women's Tag Team Championship. We're pretty much at the Media Outcasts are looking to be in a tad bit of trouble against for pretty much two members of Aces of Montreal, that being the Parker twins, Riley and Gabby Parker. Now considering the Parker twins' resume of tag team title wins, they're feeling extra confident with that they could walk out of Las Vegas with tag team gold around their waist, just like the good old days. It's surprisingly enough that for Cassie Lucas is not going to be out, pretty much by ringside to support, pretty much her two friends. So this match could be a bit interesting. And the tag belts, it was also made official, by General Manager Brittany Turner backstage, that this match will be contested as a ladder match. The same way that Media Outcast won the championship, it's going to be the same way they will defend it.
contest is a tag team match.
Well, technically the duo,
For the
the
Extreme
pretty much the
Women's
twins have said that they're willing for
Championship.
just to throw their opponents
Introducing
off.
the challengers.
How about we come out
From
separate?
Toronto, Ontario,
So if I
Canada.
remember correctly, this is Gabby Parker, which she chose to wear blue, white, and black as her color scheme. Player representing I want to say player 2. Good chance in this matchup. Surely we could be seeing her sister still going in the fray in just momentarily. But speaking of twin sister, I believe here comes Riley Parker.
And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
And also here's the cute thing about the Parker twins. They literally have the same exact entrance. So I guess that does make sense why they basically are twins, because yes, they are fucking twins. So pretty much, they basically, not only they damn near act the fucking same, but they're literally just pretty much undeniable. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were to pull off a little bit of twin magic in this matchup going forward. So yes, the woman in all red is Riley Parker, and the sister is showing out on ringside before she has to slightly throw back in, which is right now. And now, as the Parker twins are pretty much waiting for their opponent in terms of the Outcast. And there you see SJ Ray. It's pretty much just, I want to say it's a brand new gear. And there's also Rebecca Stars coming up from behind. Surprisingly enough, Cassidy Walker is not out here supporting her. Now, I do want to point something out about this gear, and that gear is specific for the Media Outcast is actually their gear from NAPW's Final Versary. If you don't know what Final Versary is, that's technically what the last and final show that NAPW have done. Of course, you can catch a replay highlight of that show on YouTube for those that want to watch. But since now NAPW is technically retired, well, what's next? Well, we already know what's exactly next for the Media Outcast, and that is to hold on to championship gold. And there you see the twins, and there you see the Outcast. And the bell hasn't rung yet, but the match is already going. The only way to win this match is to climb up the ladder and secure the championship belt. We're pretty much off the line. So far for the twins, they're going to try to have them focus onto the Outcast because technically the Outcasts are just as predictable as the twins. But tonight they're not so predictable because they have they don't have matching gear Instead, they have different colored gear, so technically it makes it almost easy to tell which one is who. Now, pretty much snap there to center up the ring. The Twins are now back up to their feet. At least try that. Pretty much trying to get one of the members of the media outcast out of the ring, so now they can just focus on grabbing the belt and run. I'm not sure what works for the favor to play the last team that the media outcast has to fight would pretty much secure a championship goal was on the Outlaws in a ladder match. Speaking of ladder match, so you see SJ Ray utilizing the ladder, and how convenient for her to place the ladder in the center of the ring, right where the Big Shirt logo is. However, so Riley is not going to let SJ try and get the belt, and looking to push the ladder over as SJ hanging on for dear life, but here comes Rebecca Starr, prepared to pull away Riley. And SJ is just hanging on for dear life. Oh Lord! SJ was falling back first onto the ladder. Probably got to be seriously hurt after that. But somehow still standing. And what is Rebecca Starr thinking of doing here if we can get cameras focused in? Well, if we can get cameras in the ring. And for Rebecca Starr, going for an avalanche for the Rana, taking out Riley Parker. Meanwhile, for Gabby Parker, seemed to have pretty much her eyes focused on the bird. So far, that championship title is still hanging high above the ring. And so far, I might do like a TV special or like just a mini pay-per-view, which would technically act as the Elimination Chamber, but I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. Worst case scenario, I might just make it a TV special and call it a day. So now pretty much over the ring, go for SJ Ray. And now for Gabby Parker, pretty much after being passed by Riley, saying, I'm going to throw SJ Ray out, you handle the situation. And now Riley Parker looking to try to unhook the belt. And Rebecca Starr not doing anything about it, but it's being SJ Ray to do something. And now, for pretty much Riley hanging on for dear life, and lands feet first onto the ladder. Well, technically as the championship belt is just only one click away from being unhooked. And now for Gabby, utilizing the triple hip attack to the face of SJ Ray. And Rebecca Starr now being taken out on our ringside. But on Jesus, fuck! Nah, hold on. That's a fucking replay. And I didn't even catch on to this, but just take a look at this insane teamwork of the Parker twins. So technically, if I can get this all set up and done here, perfect. So as you see, for Riley Parker, now has to, with the ladder in hand, slides it into the ring. But pretty much the second death for Gabby, and had to go for a curb stomp, and literally have the curb stomp land on that ladder. Now snap there onto the ladder, and now Gabby Parker looking to utilize the triple hip attack yet again, and this time on Rebecca Starr. And now for Starr and Riley are out. So now the fight is over for SJ Ray and Gabby Parker temporarily. However, while the distraction is at work after Riley climbing up the ladder and secures the championship. And now, And once again, the Parker twins are now champions. Hold on. So now with the tag team match all set in stone, we now turn our attention to, I want to say, one of our personal matches that we have here tonight. Now, how did this match come about? You can look through highlights, but it will be Impulse taking on, well, his brother. We're pretty much taking on his brother Cobra in a match. I think I forgot to do something before we went live, so let me check. Also, I just got word from backstage that for the co-main event of tonight, that being the women's Gauntlet match, is not going to be labeled as 30, but labeled out as 20. And that because because the 10 remaining participants, for some reason, they couldn't get here. But pretty much, they're not here because of, well, of a late flight and also for traveling issues. So we do wish prayers to those 10 remaining participants. But I just got word that this matchup is contested under a steel cage. So technically, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And this was specifically requested by Impulse. But the last time that both of these men fought inside of a cage, it was when Cobra came back during Halloween Takeover. Well, that happened in October of last year, so that means that Impulse want to run it back and only this time set things right. Then we actually see both men enter, well, pretty much entering gorilla position. And here we go. Everything all comes down to this, an Impulse. We're pretty much looking out to pull the short. We're pretty much looking out to pull out the trunks. Well, for this match.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making his way to the ring from Charlottesville, Virginia, weighing in at 215 pounds.
With a very personal match between Impulse against Cobra set to take place in just a matter of moments. So now here comes Cobra.
And his opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 215 pounds.
And you can just hear, you can just hear the fact that for Cobra, well, rightfully so, receiving boos in a Vegas, well, arena, because he was spotted walking through backstage wearing a Kansas City jersey. So I understand why people are booing him. So now for Cobra, pretty much in ring. So now as you see the cage being lowered, as you see both men are pretty much just like at each other. Here we go, and Cobra wasting no time, pretty much try to at least get somewhat of the advantage onto his brother. Because as he said on the Go Home show on No Limits, Cobra said that he promised pretty much to humiliate his brother pretty much in front of his friends and his future wife, which is in the crowd. And whatever goes on in the steel cage stays in the steel cage. And how ironically that this cage fight is taking place in Las Vegas, meaning what happens in Vegas is gonna stay in Vegas. And that's what Cobra's hoping to do to his brother, and that's to leave his ass in Vegas. Prayer time for a top rope stomp by Cobra. However, for Impulse moving out of the way in time. But now Impulse looking to use the cage to his advantage. And technically, you can use the cage as a weapon. And that's what Impulse has intentions on doing. He doesn't have intentions on leaving the cage. He had the full intention to utilize the cage to his overall advantage, as using the cage as a weapon. Mark taken by Impulse, however, considering Cobra's track record, he is not letting Impulse get him win. I can hear Impulse literally talking shit to his brother. And there's the uppercut, however, for Cobra, and to reverse it of himself.
Gotta go for a moonsault, however, Impulse runs to the ropes to pretty much prevent it. Cross body and covered by Impulse. The kick out at one, the Cobra refusing to go down. Knee to the gut. But into the corner, goes for Impulse. And was a corner stomp by Cobra. Impulse may be out. No, he is not. And Impulse is still in this. Kind of surprised that Cobra would utilize the corner stomp so early, but there's the cutter. The snake cutter is what it's called. Coming out by Cobra. And Impulse was kicked out at 2. Cobra being very pissed off, and I want to say, I want to have a commentary reasonably so that he would be pissed off. At the same time, why? Like, does he have somewhat of an inception over his brother? And you see that for Cobra, technically trying to win this match by crawling, well, pretty much by climbing himself out of the cage instead of pinning his brother. And Cobra will keep his word. So now a Cobra will pretty much now has somewhat 2 victories over his brother. And now it seems he's just rolling himself outside the ring, going up to Samantha Bay and literally just splashing her cup of beer in her face. Yeah, this motherfucker disrespectful as hell. That's crazy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our co-main event of tonight. Right? Is it co-main event? Let me see. Why, yes it is. Alright, let's see. And yes, you guys are going to see the participants, in which, fuck you, I don't care if you end up seeing it. Yeah, give me a moment. Just gotta do some quick edits. So now for our co-main event, that being was the 20 women's Gauntlet Rumble match. Also, Monday Night Raw is on, but I'm gonna have to miss a little bit of it.
Now, the two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order they drew. This will continue until all 20 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will go on to face the champion of their choice at WrestleMania! Introducing the participants. First, from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania,
Alright, I'm back and we got commentary working. And this is about to be a bit interesting. So it'll be Carly Walker. Well, as entry number 1, and for entry number 2, which we're seeing right now, is Ramirez Bay.
Introducing the individual who drew number 2 from Charlottesville.
Now, of course, there will be a Fallout show that will be happening, well, pretty much that will be happening, I believe, this Wednesday or Thursday. So stay tuned for that. And it will be taking place in, well, shit. Well, it will be taking place in the Las Vegas Knights Arena. So don't want to miss it. Wait. Shit, we gotta get through this motherfucker quick. I knew I should have done this later on. Oh well. anyways, that's for Ramirez. Trying to at least give herself a good fight against Carly Walker, but here comes entry number 3, and that being Rosa Cien Martinez. We enter our free camp. But we haven't seen Rosa in quite a while here, so it's always great to see her back. And technically in a match that she is 100% used to. Prepared to forearm to the face of Carly Walker. And now here comes entry number 4. And here comes the Daredevil, Alex Fletcher. Oh, let me focus back on the ring. You know what, right here, it's good. God damn it. Can the fucking camera stay straight? Thank you. The number 5 is everyone's favorite thick girl, that being Samantha Bee. Tag with Alex Fletcher now being eliminated. Tag with Rosa Cien. Tag to eliminated, but now here comes entry number 6, Alex Thunder. Now, for those that don't remember, Alex Thunder have won, well, pretty much the Ladies Fight Night. Well, pretty much won the Ladies Fight Night Battle Royal. So technically for Alex Thunder's chances of her winning are very high. And then coming entry number 7, AJ Max of Aussie Outlaws. Although the woman is just trying to fight for an opportunity at Danger Zone 3, well, in just in the coming months. We don't know who will be headlining, well, that show. Now, entry number 8. And entry number 8 being Banda Laura. Now, with AJ Max over the top ropes, end up saving herself from immediate danger. It could be a legitimate pain in the ass. Well, for everyone in this matchup alone. And here comes number 9. Number 9 being the PWD's, well, women's champion and juggernaut of the SWA. Well, not juggernaut, but pretty much an absolute, well, warhead to be exact. That being Danielle Wargo. Now, with all 10 women in the ring as of right now, as this match is passing, after Alex Thunder managed to get 2 eliminations in the form, well, pretty much in the form of Las Almas being Banda Laura and Rosa Cien Martinez. Now you see for Ramirez Bay trying to eliminate her sister Samantha. That would definitely be somewhat the only time where the 2 siblings would actually fight not only together but also against each other. Now Samantha Bay looking to try and target Alex Thunder with a long kiss goodnight. Now
Carly Walker looking to pretty much pick up the remains. Okay, trying to throw her to the center of that corner as Alex Thunder knocks her down. Wise decision. The entry number 11 coming out. And here comes Willow. Willow entering the fray. So far, not any more eliminations. AJ Max over the top rope, saves herself yet again. As for Carly Walker, ready to utilize some strength. So far, no one knows who will actually be the Iron Woman in this match. Technically, it could be for Carly Walker, but entry number 11 has something to say about it in the form of Elizabeth Page. Now Carly Walker potentially has a tiny bit of backup. Or not. As the Samantha Bay technically focusing on Alex Thunder, trying to eliminate the tall woman, well, or pretty much the tall girl out of pretty much the Gauntlet Rumble. Wise decision by Samantha Bay, however, it's also a risky one because knowing how tall that Alex Thunder is, she can also use her height as an advantage. And technically what would have been chaos. And now pretty much look out for Ramirez and Carly pretty much lifting up their opponents and slamming them down. Only this time for Ramirez, well, pretty much throwing Elizabeth Page out of the ring. And Carly Walker taking care of Willow. And I'm completely clueless on what's happening. So now, here comes, I believe, entry number 12. And that being, the Scottish Knight, Diana Black. Now Diana Black, pretty much within the Gauntlet Rumble. Compared to the first time Diana Black has ever been in the Gauntlet of the Immortals matchup. So obviously she is going to be quite clueless on how to pretty much win this match. But if she wins, she'll technically be the first Scottish woman to main event for Danger Zone 3. Or at least a Danger Zone to be exact. Now for Alex Thunder, looking to utilize the Thunder Strike. And then 13, incoming Ivy Page. And now taking for AJ Max, automatically targeting Ivy Page, looking to utilize, the Aussie Breaker, is what she called it. And AJ Max, can we pull out something out of the bag? Now for Samantha Bay, looking to try and eliminate AJ Max. However, AJ not going out without a fight whatsoever. After Daniel Warzone was pretty much keeping this fight going. From what I've seen, this is just an entire ring full of bodies. Now pretty much for Warzone, pretty much throwing Ramirez Bay like a ragdoll. Meanwhile, pretty much AJ Max now try to at least eliminate Alex Thunder. Now Samantha Bay focusing on Ivy Page. However, for Ivy not letting it happen. Not LK, but a Uranagi. By Samantha Bay.
technically, this match, this match could go one or two ways. But now for Carly Walker being eliminated after being the first entry. So now, with Ramirez Bay utilizing a triple hip attack onto Alex Thunder. And that puts out Alex. So now Ramirez Bay realizes he can get rid of Alex Thunder immediately, and which she does. So now Alex Thunder is gone from the Gauntlet Rumble. The incoming number 14, Amelia Phoenix. So far, looks so good. Now Ramirez Bay tries to persuade herself into eliminating Danielle Warzone, and she's out of the match. I think two people just got eliminated. I don't know who. But who got eliminated? I didn't fucking see it. It won't matter. But now here comes Britt Alexander. Yep. Technically now, at the ring, it's technically almost filled up. Ivy Page eliminating Diana Black. And now Samantha Bay looking to take advantage, of the situation, but instead, lets Ivy Page go. Number 16, Valentino. Valentino. Oh wait, I just realized that AJ Max has been eliminated. And now we have... Oh shit, my game crashed. Ah, fuck.